diesel vlog number 2. We're gonna talk about lb7s because that's what I own and that's what I've done research about, or whatever, what have you. So I'm gonna take this from the point of view of somebody who just got an lb7 and is looking to modify it. And this truck's fairly new to me, so it's only got a couple things done to it, but more mods to come. You guys can leave in the comments what you think I should go with, but we'll get into that in just a minute. So you just got your lb7, right? You're stoked, unless it has bad injectors, which in that case you probably knew it going into it, buying it. Hopefully you did. You can try some of that AC Delco cleaner stuff to buy you some time. I've seen that take away haze. Or you can replace the injectors, which is the right thing to do. The Sportsman injectors are good through Exergy. Exergy is the only company I would recommend if you're going to go with injectors. They are simply the best, you know, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I've researched. You know, they're just top notch. And the Sportsman's is basically like a reman injector or a new injector, but it's like flows like 10% give or take over stock, and they're balanced really well. So if you're looking to replace the injectors and you're looking to maybe build the truck down the road, maybe some 60 overs will do you just fine. It just depends what your setup is, and I'm not an expert, so I'm not really going to get into injector size. But say you got your injectors done, your truck's running good, now you want to start modifying it. Now, you can only get so far in power before you got to build these Allison trainings. They are great trainings for everyday drivers, you know, but once you start really, you know, making boost or just putting a tune on it, you know, like 90 horse tune, and I'm talking lb7s, not 6 speeds, because those can hold more, a little more, but the tranny will slip and it starts to go into limp mode, and then it's just all downhill from there once you put a hot tune in it. But before we even get into that, the first thing you're probably going to want to do to your lb7 is get a lift pump. And I say that because, well, injectors go bad on these trucks, and it's for a lot of reasons, but filtration I think is probably the main one. So spend the 600 bucks, get a lift pump, save yourself a $2,000 injector bill plus another couple grand for labor. Save yourself the bill, buy a lift pump. Your truck needs it anyways. These trucks come with the CP3 in the valley. There's no lift pump in the tank. And while you do the lift pump, do a sump. You might as well do a sump, you know. I mean, Beans Diesel makes a really good sump. They got a cool YouTube video of them beating the shit out of one. That's who I'm going with. Get your lift pump first, because even with the hot tune, you're gonna need the fuel there. You're gonna need the rail pressure. So get the lift pump, put a hot tune in it or a decent one, drive around, have some fun with the thing, enjoy your truck, you know. When you start getting serious and you want to go with EFI Live, because you can get a box tuner, like I got the CTS Evolution 2 or whatever, and it comes with tunes in it. They have one that's just a monitoring thing, but they have one with tunes in it, and that's what I'm running. But eventually you're going to want to go to EFI Live. It's just a lot better tuning, a lot more parameters change. Your truck's going to run better, lower EGTs and all that. So once you get into EFI Live, these tunes, they have like some companies offer like a 230 horse tune, which is a big tune. You're going to need a built tranny for that. Mike L in Inglewood, a lot of people go to him. I'm from Cali, so personally, I don't have the money to go to Mike L, so I'm building my Allison myself. I'm ordering the Suncoast kit, the G-Max 5-pack. Don't know if I'm going to go with one with all the shit in it. They just have a few different kits. So you drove your truck around with a little tune from the CTSV, you're enjoying it, you want more power. So you're going to have to build the tranny to really enjoy that EFI Live, because you're just going to burn it up. You can get these trucks to about 530 rear wheel horse with just a tune with supporting mods. And when I say that, I mean like intake and exhaust. But there's a lot of good research out there from Duramax Tuner and some other guys, and you don't necessarily need that intake. This intake will get you up in the 500s, believe it or not, this stock intake. You know, and you can do a downpipe. You're not really going to gain any power from a downpipe. You're just going to lower your EGTs and get a little better sound out of it. You know, do an exhaust. Everybody's going to do an exhaust on their diesel, but with those supporting mods, you know, an intake and exhaust and downpipe, you know, you're and a built trans and EFI Live, you're going to get your truck up there. Now, they say the rods start to bend at around 600 in these things. You know, with good tuning, you could probably get them a little higher. But I mean, that's all going to be on your situation and what you want to do. So those are some of the things you can do to your lb7, but there's some big hurdles. I know you're like, fucking build trans, that's a lot of money. You know, I know, trust me. But those are some of the things you got to do. You got to do your lift pump first. The truck's going to run better. You're going to save your injectors. Then the next thing you're going to want to do is probably get, you don't need an edge, but it's nice to monitor your stuff, but you don't need gauges if you're not pushing a ton of power. You don't. Your stock gauges are fine, especially if you're not running a hot tune. But when you're spending the money on EFI Live and stuff and you're going with a hotter tune, just get the edge or whatever. If you like the pillar, I don't like that shit. I don't like 50 fucking gauges in my way. So this one's nice, clean, simple. But you got your lift pump, you got your edge, then you build your tranny. You go out and spend your $1,000 on your Spade tuner or your PPEI from Corey Willis or Idaho Rob or all those big name tuners. They'll shoot you a tune. They'll shit you out of tune is what they do. Those fuckers just shit those things out. So they'll shit you out of tune, and you're gonna, you know, more than likely you're gonna like it. Those guys have been tuning trucks, you know, they're the best in the business. So, you know, they're gonna shit you out of tune. You're gonna be pushing with those mods, you know, easily 500 horse, and you know, then you're really gonna enjoy your truck, you know. And if you have a 4-wheel drive truck, if you're into drag races and stuff, you know, these trucks are pretty quick because you can do what's called a boosted launch in 4 high. You put it in 4 high, you build some boost on the line, and you just let her eat. And it's like an all-wheel drive car, you know. These things get off the line pretty fucking good. You know, but if you're going to be doing that, you're going to have to upgrade your tie rods. The tie rods in these trucks they're no good. They'll bend and snap and break. So, you know, for most guys, sleeves are fine. There's a sleeve that goes over the tie rod. For some other guys, just get some Cognito or whatever that brand is that they make some heavy duty tie rods. You know, and then from there you can get some traction bars if you're looking for some better 60-foot times. And loosen up that and tighten up that wheel hop. You know, Longhorn Fab Shop, they're real good for that. So this is just the research that I've done. I've only done a few things to my truck. Oh, one of the things I forgot to mention, a boost valve from PPE. You can go to eBay, they make knockoff ones, but you know, spend your money on guys that make it here in America. It's only a few dollars more. You know, keep the money here at home. You know, don't send it to those guys that are trying to fucking kill us and shit. You know what I mean? Keep it here in the good old USA. So what it does is it basically tricks the wastegate. It just bleeds off less air or vacuum or however to the wastegate, so you can build a little bit more boost. It just slows everything down. So PPE, I think, was the original gangster on that. You'll have to get that. Let me get out of the way here. So that's like 20 bucks or something. It's a little blue boost valve. You cut it en route to your wastegate and put it in. It takes like fucking 5 minutes. I went ahead and did this thing called a cat adapter on my fuel filter, and it switches the threads on the AC Delco to run a cat adapter, which I actually run the Donaldson. I don't run the cat because I think the filtration isn't all that great on them. They claim it's better, but I just went with a Donaldson. They're proven, you know. So anyways, yeah, so this truck's pretty much stock, guys. It's all beat up on the outside. I'll get out right now and I'll show you guys the truck. And the body's all beat up. It was a work truck, but it runs good and it's clean and it's not fucking rusty. You know, the interior's, it's decent. You know, it's got some headliner hanging down and it's a mess right now. But I'll get out and I'll show it to you. And I'm not really worried so much about the body because I want to go fast, but I'm gonna be ordering a lift pump in a few days, Like I said, I haven't owned this truck long, but I'm gonna be ordering a lift pump in a few days. But the next big mod, I think, I was gonna get some rims for it, and just so it looked a little better. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend the money and get the Suncoast G-Max 5-pack kit and just build the trans on this thing, just so I can start going fast at the track, you know, do what I really enjoy doing. But if there's room in the budget, then I'll just go ahead and get some wheels. Custom Offsets is a really good company to get some wheels from. Anyways, let's get to it, guys. Let's take you outside the truck and let's show you around. I'm running some wheels I got these at the wrecking yard. I had some 17-inch welds on them. They're like chrome. I didn't like them. I sold them, so I just ran some stock ones on it now. I just painted them black. My alternator's going out, so that's the loud bearing noise you hear. These LB7s can be somewhat quiet. Look at the bed damage though. Look at the fucking dent on that bed. Tailgate's not too dented at all, just a big scratch on it. This side's not too bad. The truck's real dirty right now, guys. The fender flares scratched the fuck out of my truck. I'm gonna be putting black ones back on. I am lowering the truck though, guys. I got tinted windows. I got a brow on it. Grill's broken. So let's go inside here and show you around. It's got leather, no sunroof. I know the truck's a mess right now, guys, so, but I mean, it's not a bad truck. It's got the Bose, it's got the dual climate control. There's the edge monitor right there. So these things are freaking awesome though. 4-wheel drive, too high, of course, right now. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, it's got this old CD changer in it. I haven't really had a chance to change anything. New head unit coming soon. You know, just little shit to make the truck more enjoyable. Let me pop the hood and show you that filter adapter. There it is, right there. There's the Donaldson filter adapter. Let's check this thing for blow by. That thing going out. You can't see the boost valve, but it's in there. So that's it, guys. That's it. That is my 2003 Chevy Silverado 2500. Oh, and I debadged it too. Got those ugly fucking 2500 badges off it. It did come with the wheel well things. I took them off. Yeah, we'll catch back up with you on another vlog, and we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Let me know what the topic will be. You know, I don't claim to be an expert in any of this stuff, and if I'm wrong on something, then fucking correct me, you know, but I'm just telling you guys what I know. Take it with a grain of salt. Go and do your own research. Go and find the truck that you like, but make sure you're driving a diesel. That's all I gotta say.